you created this financial coaching business.
Hmm.
And what was the impetus behind creating this?
To be honest, man, there was a lot going on in my life financially that I wasn't aware of at first, and then
Mm,
I started realizing that things that were happening could have been better or it could have
mm,
been prevented if we were proactive about it, right?
mm,
And that all started with like family members, right? I saw my family trying to save up, and then something or the other would come up, life would happen, and then all of a sudden that money's gone, right?
mm,
No upward trajectory. It would be like this and then back down, this and then
mm.
back down. So whenever we try to save up, like a relative would come and like borrow money or whatever it is, or we were trying to start businesses along the way. So then even my savings, right? Since I live with family, I think it's very important that we're there for each other financially too.
Right.
But sometimes what happens is you're trying to help each other grow, right? So, and not everything works the way you want it to. So I would lend money to put into business or whatever it is, and then it would be there, right? And it would help us move to the next level. But anytime we would save, the money would go somewhere. And
Mm,
it's good if it's going towards some kind of an income stream, perfect, right?
right.
Um, but sometimes it would go towards things like I think the biggest thing that got to me was my family had to go through debt consolidation,
Mm,
and that really like it hit hard, man, because um, I felt like all the hard work you put into making money and living some kind of a lifestyle, it really gets thrown off and thrown out the door if you've accumulated debt, right?
mm,
And it can really change everything up. So there was a business decision we like as a family made, and we started a salon from scratch. We put in all this money, but I did not know all that money to build up that business was
mm,
going on credit cards.
mm,
So once I found that out, it was already too late. So my dad had some debt, major debt, and he was accruing a lot of interest on that debt. And so I tried to help out, and I literally saw that chunk of money just get like swallowed up by interest, and that's it.
yeah.
I felt like I didn't even make a dent, like nothing
Yeah.
happened. But it was a chunk of money that I worked hard for, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, obviously, I need to like help my family out. I'm like all for that, but that was something that really hit me in terms of look, there's situations that happen, and they don't happen like it happens to everyone, right?
Yeah.
But if we're not proactive about it, we're reactive. We have to like deal with the consequences. Then like, what are we doing? What are we trying to do here, right? Like, are we just trying to live for the day to day? Like, we need to build, we need to figure out our finances, build wealth, and then be ready for situations like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I kind of decided that I wanted to help other people that might be going through the same situations.
Right.
And so after like completing grad school, I kind of knew I wanted to do something with financial literacy,
Mm-hmm.
and but I wasn't as active about it because I had a job still. I was again comfortable, right?
Yeah.
And I still had 120 something thousand dollars in debt.
Mm,
So I didn't push too hard on it. But as soon as we went to that UPW event, everything
mm,
changed
mm,
because now I was all about like, no, I'm not trying to live this life anymore, right? I don't want to be in the same level or state in 5 years, right? We went through that exercise there where where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years, 15 years? And if you do keep imagining yourself just sitting constant and like not
mm.
doing anything and just living the same life that you're living, then what are we really doing, right? Like,
Why are we here?
some people might already be at a good state, right? So fine, they can live at that life. It's great. But for me, I wanted to do more. I was getting tired of working the corporate job only and like not helping people in the process, right? I was sure I was helping like a bottom line grow at a big corporation, but that's not enough, man. It's not satisfying anymore. So
Right. Is
I
that
got
really
into that mindset.
contributing to society, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so, I saw people along the way that were struggling with finances, that are living paycheck to paycheck. I've seen like, I go to this Indian store nearby, like we've been going there for years, and there's this older gentleman there. He's probably 70 plus, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a retirement account or anything like that. So he's working in his retirement days, and he's not living the life that he probably wants. He wants to
Yeah.
like chill out at this point, but he's working there. He's a cashier at the Indian store right now.
Right. And
So
so is anybody really living the life that they want? And I ask that question because I think you are, right? I know I am, but is the world really living the life that they want? And what's holding them back from actually doing that?
yeah,
Right. And so you decided that problem that you wanted to solve is financial freedom.
yeah, exactly. Or at least educating people so they know how to deal with things, right? How to deal with financial problems. If they have student loans that are, some people are in debt, like with student loans with like $300,000. Those that went into the medical field, they have huge amounts of student debt. But if they don't take action, if they don't set up a plan for them to, achieve it in a certain number of years, if they don't set specific goals for themselves, then how are they going to achieve that? It's going to feel like a mental burden, and they're just going to keep like, oh, I can't do anything with my life. They're going to keep living the same life over and over and over for God knows how many years.
Right. I see a question in the comments. Someone said, how do you find energy to be, or how do you find the energy to be motivated when the world is shut down? And I think you just said it right there, which is to build a plan, right? Even though the world is shut down, it doesn't mean that the world is going to continuously be shut down, right? Where things are going to start to go back to normal. They already are around the US and around the world. But, building a plan and setting goals is the number one way to actually find motivation in your life, right?
Exactly. Yeah.